Okay, hello everyone, and I'm very, very happy that you were able to join us. I'm Professor Boryadini. I'm from the Department of Emergency and Disaster Management at the School of Public Health in the Gray Faculty of um, Medical and Health Sciences. And I'm very happy to have with us here two main groups of people. One are intended students for the upcoming academic year, and the others are representatives of different organizations that actually open the capacity for the students to intern in their organizations. Um, I am the director of the internship program, and with me here is Carmela. Carmela, can you raise your hand so that great. Carmela is the program coordinator, and she will be in touch both with the organizations and the interns during the internship program. Now, our aim in this specific meeting is actually to present the varied options concerning their internships and allow you to understand what you can achieve through the internships, why we believe they're of very great value and of contribution to your competencies, to your knowledge, your understanding of the field, and not only the theoretical aspects of disaster management and humanitarian action. And this is why during this meeting, we actually want to give you an opportunity to ask any questions, to explain what you're going to experience during the internships, and actually give you an opportunity to hear from the representatives of different organizations directly so that you can understand what these organizations actually aim for, what are their tasks, their visions, their activities during the varied years, and what are the positions that the interns can actually conduct during this internship. So this is the main element. Because our representatives, and I thank all of you for being here with us and for your willingness to explain and meet our students. They all have varied constraints, and thus we will make the introductions concerning all the students, the potential interns later on, as well as we will introduce the regulations, the expectations, and give you an opportunity to ask any type of question. So I want very, very briefly just to introduce why we believe that the internships are so important and so special in our program. And in a minute, we will actually dive in order to let our representatives address you and share with us the varied options. So the main goals and the objectives of the internships is, since you're coming to a master's program and you will get a lot of information concerning theory of what are the scientific elements of disaster management and humanitarian actions, the internship actually exposes you to a different type of experience, and that is to be exposed to the field, and the field operators understand their goals, their activities, their missions, how they actually implement these actions in order to enhance the resilience of populations that are impacted by varied adversities. You will have the opportunity to learn skills and competencies that are beyond the theoretical realm by getting a hands-on experience in the field itself. And this, we've learned, actually increases in a very substantial manner the attractiveness to future employers, because you come not only with a scientific understanding, but also with field experience and the competence that are needed. And this actually brings into effect one of the main backbones of our master's program, which is pooling theory into practice. So, there's still more in the waiting room, so excuse me for a minute. I will just let them in. Okay. And so having said that, and as I've said, we'll do the introductions of each one of you and allow you to raise any questions or concerns. I would like to start with our representatives. We have representatives from 6 different types of organizations. Is Renana with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, so I would like to invite Renana to be the first speaker. Renana actually founded an organization which is called Eye to Eye, and she will share with us the goals and the visions and activities of Eye to Eye and the internship potential in this organizations. So Renana, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Professor Adini. Hello to all of you here as well. I'm very excited to be here, so thank you for this opportunity. Since I don't have a lot of time, I'm just going to go over this quickly, and whoever has any questions, you're welcome to contact me later on. So Eye to Eye, which in Hebrew is the word Ein Be'ein, and in Amharic is the same word, Ein Be'ein. So that's one of the reasons we chose this word, is to use it in both of the languages, in Hebrew and in Amharic, which the main goal of it was to understand that we're not coming from above, but we're looking eye to eye into the people that we are helping develop, and that's we're working together as a collaboration. So I'll tell you a little bit about us. So Eye to Eye is an Israeli-based non-governmental organization. We work to raise awareness of autism and its treatments in Ethiopia, along with our local fellows from Ethiopia in general and Addis Ababa in specific. We are building the foundations to greatly improve autism treatment and services for children with autism and their families. I'll mention a little bit about our objectives in general. So part of a main basic, one of our main basic programs is to provide training for professionals and for parents, and also different caregivers, if it's grandparents or siblings, working with children in autism. I'll tell you a little bit about autism for those who are less aware. It's a neurodevelopmental condition, which is gravely under-researched in developing countries in general, and specifically in Ethiopia. Ethiopia today has about approximately 135 million people, citizens in their country. And when we talk about autism, or autism spectrum disorder, ASD, for those who know a little bit more, we're talking about between 1% and 3% of the population. So if we take the statistics that we know from the Western countries, and we put them on the statistics and the population in Ethiopia, we're talking about somewhere between 1.5 to 3 million people with autism, which right now currently only a few hundreds of children are getting some type of treatment. So when we're talking about an organization with a potential of influence, we're talking about influencing millions. If we're talking about also the children, but also their families. For those who know about autism or have some type of friend with autism, meaning a lot of times it doesn't impact only the person with autism itself, but surroundings. So when we're talking about Eye to Eye and the potential of it changing people's lives, we're talking about millions of people. So as I said, we focus on training professionals and caregivers. One of our main strengths is also what we're doing this through research. So we're not just another organization that goes into some country in Africa and just does things and then we leave and then everything will just hopefully either work or won't work, but we're really trying to give them tools that once, I always say that, and I hope this is okay, but that my goal of Eye to Eye really is that Eye to Eye could just close and shut down, because if we close and shut down, that means that we've done what we need to do and we gave them the tools that they need in order for them to keep developing on their own. So we're talking about research that goes side by side with our interventions. and that hopefully will be able to impact the policymakers in Ethiopia and change part of the system, at least that affects people with autism and their families. I could talk about this for a long time, but I'll go into our internship opportunities since that's what we're here for. So we are starting a little and a small organization that's still in development. And I think that that's one of our unique qualities if we're talking about an internship, since whoever decides to come and internship with us will have an opportunity to see how you build things from the start, how the things work behind the scenes, really building every aspect of it. If we're talking about, of course, our training programs, if we're talking about our social media aspect, I'll say that a lot of our trainings at this point are happening through online. So that's why our social media and everything having to do with online is very, very important. So really one of the main responsibilities of the intern will be to manage and grow Eye2Eye social media presence and to create a digital content to raise awareness and expand our online community. Since a lot of our relationship with people there will be really through emails, through chats, through WhatsApp groups and all of these things. I could say that every day I get emails or WhatsApps from people there wanting to learn more about Eye2Eye and see how they could join and what they can do and how they could learn more. More responsibilities will be to maintain communication with partners in Ethiopia and worldwide. I'll say that our professionals, even though we are an Israeli-based organizations, our staff and some of our professionals come from all over the world. Last month's webinar was given by someone from the US. Our next webinar is someone from South Africa. So we get an ability to learn about different, to be in touch with people from all around, different types of professionals as well. Other responsibilities are also to help and support the program development, including our trainings for the parents and for the professionals. One of the qualities we are looking for is really someone who's open-minded, that wants to think out of the box and wants to kind of has motivation to learn and to self-develop, because I think this is a very good opportunity for that. And any of you that are interested in research, and I'll say this since I know some of you have more of a background in that, some less. So if you're also interested in research, to help us conduct research and analyze the feedback that we get from all our training programs, because that helps us improve for our next trainings. I think I said the gist of it in general. If you have any questions, oh, sorry, one more important thing, the details of the internship itself. It's mostly remote, working from a computer, flexible days, flexible hours, works both ways, whatever. Sometimes if we have a program, so we have to do it towards a program, we have to work a little bit more hours. If we're not before a program, so we could take a few less hours. And occasionally there will be in-person meetings either in Tel Aviv or in Jerusalem, but that's something that we could work out, depends on our schedules. So that's that in general. If anyone has questions, or Professor Adini, if you want to let anyone ask questions, that's fine by me.
Hi, thank you very much, Renana. What we'll do, with your permission, because many of the representatives have only a short time to be with us, we will allow for questions at the end, and I will, for whoever will not be here with us to respond, I will send you the questions and we will disseminate it to all the other interns, okay?
Great.
All the students. So thank you very much, Renana. I think
Thank
one
you.
thing that Renana has said, and I think you will find that this is shared by almost all the organizations, is the desire to actually build and enhance the capacities of the local communities. We don't want, as the humanitarian employees or in the humanitarian realm, to do things for the communities. We want to do it with the communities and actually allow them to be independent and be able to actually take care of all of their needs. Thank you very much, Renana. I would like now to invite Tanya. Tanya is from the headquarters and the human resources of Israel, which is one of the largest humanitarian organization in Israel. So Tanya, now the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is it just me or did Tanya
No,
freeze?
there is a problem of connection.
Ha, you're back, Tanya. I
Oh,
think you
good.
froze for a minute.
Good. The important thing that you see my presentation and the internet is not stable once again. Okay, there we go. So, hi everyone, very nice to meet you. My name is Tanya Amiel. I'm a HR director at Israel. I'm working for Israel for the past 5 years. Israel is a humanitarian aid leading agency. We were established 24 years ago. We are an Israeli organization, but we are non-governmental, a political organization, and our vision in a world where vulnerable, disaster-affected communities have the strengths, support, and opportunities they need to recover from humanitarian crisis and build a more resilient future. So this is a little bit about what we are doing. Currently, we working around the globe. In orange, you can see basically different operations. Currently, we have long-term missions in Colombia, in Dominica, in Guatemala, Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, Malawi, Ukraine. And we are working, unfortunately, in Israel as well, supporting affected communities after October 7th. And our very last intervention, we are working in Gaza as well. So we are working with the two sides of this crisis, and our new operation that basically sitting still under emergency. We have Myanmar after the earthquake in Myanmar and in Thailand a few months ago, and in Syria due to everything that is happening in the north these days. We are working in 5 main sectors in our work. Just to say that since we were established, we launched more than 100 humanitarian missions in 63 countries, and we are focusing on education, on livelihoods, on WASH, which is water, sanitation, and hygiene, on health and protection as psychosocial support and mental health. As exactly Brewer said, we are, our organization is a community-based organization. This is our approach. It always will start with an emergency for Israel. This would be our entry point. Then we would like to provide a relief through our response, looking towards a recovery, a more stable stage of the crisis, and hopefully towards building a better resilience within our communities. So we don't look at this as a circle, but we would like to look at it as some kind of a spiral that with completion of each cycle, the community that we support will be more resilient and better prepared for the next emergencies that we all understand. And unfortunately, it's just a matter of time until that one is arrives. So as we said, we have different types of interventions. Emergencies, basically, since the moment that an emergency occurred in up to 6 months, over there we will be probably doing relief work and support and a little bit of our recovery. And afterwards, after 6 months and onwards, that would be building a resilience with our communities. Our values, and hopefully all of you basically will able to find yourself and some similarities in our values. So we promote transparency, flexibility, adaptability, humanity, professionalism, commitment to collaboration. We are there to create an impact that will last, and of course to build resilience as well. This is Israel's HQ structure. We have Yotam Politzer, which is the global CEO. We have all the supporting units, HR, finance, DevCom, development and communication. And in the programs department, we have the emergency and operations. Afterwards, we are moving towards regions and resilience and towards structure. And all of that is basically monitored through monitoring in evaluation to make sure that we are doing the things in the right way as we should. Different internship opportunities for this year. So the first one is not in the programs department, is in the development and communications team. So if you are interested in social media, in taking pictures, in social presence and appearance, running different social campaigns, would be the right place for you. We have an emergency learning and capacity development, which is under the emergency and operations team. Afterwards, we have 3 additional options under the technical unit, the health sector, wash sector, and the protection sector. How an internship look and feels at Israel. So basically, we're talking about 10 weekly hours, mainly in the office. We will have one day that everybody will arrive to the office, all the students with their mentor. The rest of the hours will be basically done remotely. You will be an integral part of your department and HQ. You will have an Israel email address. You will have your own locker in our offices, and you will be invited and summoned to different relevant meetings, HQ meetings as well. So you will be exposed to as many people as possible, to as many basically different meetings and conversation that you are able to take part in and absorb. So the nature of the work is basically back office, doing reports, writing and research, with potential opportunities for short field deployments from time to time. This is an opportunity as well. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case in the previous round, but one before we had 11 interns, 9 of them were deployed to Turkey, and 1 student was deployed to Turkey and to Malawi as well at the very same year. So it's really depends on what is happening around the globe. And basically how the screening process is working in Israel. So you declare our interest through the university. We will be sending you a written assignment. If you will pass the written assignment, we will conduct an online interview, a combined interview, HR and with your mentor, which is a professional interview. The decision and the placement will take place. We'll be sending gazillion of different documents for you to sign, including our ethical code, and we will be starting our internship and journey together on the first week of the academic year, which is basically the week of 26th of October. And as Beria said, we will leave all the questions towards the end. Unfortunately, I won't be here. I have to leave, but you will have, Brewery and Carmela have my contact details. So if you need, just ask them. They will be able to share that. Thank you very much, Beria.
Thank you very much, Tanya, for the internship and for presenting the opportunity here. We'll continue to the next organization. Is Dana from Monday here with us? No, okay, maybe Dana will join us a bit later. So we have with us Shelley Rome from Access Israel. Shelley, would you like to present now?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Nice to see you all. Wait just a sec. I will share my presentation with you. Okay. So, hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you. I'm Shelley from Access Israel. And, you know, we're talking about internship and we're talking about emergency. And what better way to start by introducing you with Yuval Wagner, the founder of Access Israel. Yuval was a pilot at the Israeli Air Force, and in one of his flights, there was a technical failure. The rotor of the helicopter got disconnected, and Yuval airplane plunged down into the ground. Yuval got paralyzed from the neck down, sitting in a wheelchair and understanding that as much as he wants to live an independent life and to live them to the fullest, he cannot do so because Israel was not accessible at that time. And that is why he established Access Israel. The goal or the vision was to promote and improve the quality of life of people with all types of disabilities and the elderly in all areas of life. Now, when I'm talking about people with disabilities, I'm referring to many types of disabilities: physical, mental, hearing, intellectual, visual, communication. All of these people are in need of accessibility, but during emergency situations, people with disabilities and the elderly are facing unique and special challenges that need to be addressed. And Yuval saw, and we saw over the years, that we are working to promote accessibility and to improve the life of people with disabilities in many areas. But then when emergency occurs, people with disabilities are left behind. And the fact is that it's not here only in Israel. It's not unique to us. Most people with disabilities, and this is according to the UNDRR survey, will have difficulties in evacuating during emergency. 61% of people with disabilities in an early warning event will face several levels of difficulty evacuating. 74% in immediate crisis. That means that, if you cannot evacuate, you have no solution. You're not safe. And we saw it in Israel. We saw it in Ukraine. We saw it in the fires in LA. We see it all the time. And that is why we've established the Purple Vest mission. And the internship that we're talking about is in the Purple Vest mission department. The Purple Vest mission started from Ukraine when people with disabilities were evacuated from buildings, going miles after miles, not knowing how to evacuate, getting to refugee centers without being able to sleep because the mattresses are not accessible, or use the toilets because they are not accessible. They couldn't be evacuated from houses without electricity. The transportation was not accessible. So we started to consult. And then we got to the refugee centers, the areas where everyone got to. And we started to train the volunteers on how to help, how to identify people with disabilities, how to communicate, how to assist, how to evacuate. And from that, this model grew. The idea is that everyone who are trained to assist people with disabilities are wearing this purple vest on ground, so people with disabilities will know to identify them. This model has grew, and we just came back from a delegation to Uganda to teach it. And of course, in Israel after October 7th, we did, and we're still doing a lot of work on this. And now the goal is to create a global community of purple vesters, of people who are trained to know what to do. So the internship is specifically about that. In routine times, interns build the global volunteer units. We have a widespread all over the world. We train them. We give them the tools to know how to operate during emergency situation. We provide them with consultation, assistance, information, whatever needed. We have a database of volunteers, the Purple Vest app, which is now launching, that globally will concentrate all of the volunteers that are trained in a Purple Vest all over the world. We keep them ready for emergency, and we partner with international emergency response entities, because the fact is that people with disabilities are not considered during emergency situations. So in routine times, we are making sure that in real time, the task forces will know what to do and how to act. And this is part of the internship in the Purple Vest mission. And during emergency, of course, providing assistance in assembly and evacuation areas, mainly in Israel, but not only, supporting the Purple Vest Control Center, providing special assistance for people who are in need, helping evacuating people with disabilities with accessible vehicles. These are all things that we're doing during our work in the Purple Vest mission. And the idea is to make sure that in emergencies, no one is left behind, The internship is flexible in terms of remote or from our offices in Kfar Saba. Sometimes there are meetings that we can do together in different areas. Sometimes there are trainings or, go into an emergency drill to see from the ground how it works. But that's mainly it. And of course, you can also connect us in the Purple Vest website, looking for materials, seeing a little bit of what we're doing, and we would love to see you here. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Shelley. This is a really unique project, which we are very happy to expose the students to the Purple Vest project. And now we're continuing to another organization, which is Monday, and we have with us Dana Yaari. Thank you, Dana, for joining us.
Really, really great to be here, and thank you, Boria, for inviting us. First of all, I just want to start by saying that this internship program has been running for probably the last 3 years when we started it together with Brewery, and it's been a great success. Both in terms, I think, of the impact that the interns are getting, and also in terms of the impact that we're able to achieve with that internship. I do want to say it's not a commitment, not at all, but I can say that, for example, one of the first interns we ever had is now has joined our team right after the internship. She was too valuable. We couldn't let her go. She's been promoted since already 2 times. And it's a really, really successful program. So if it's okay with you, Brewery, I just want to show, maybe I'll share a quick video, all right, which kind of says it all better than what I can say in words, and then I can talk a little bit about the internship itself. I need to share my screen and also share it with sound. Let me just make sure that works. Great. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. So let me just make it a larger screen. And let me know if you can also hear the voice.
450 people dead.
And dozens more have been reported missing.
And more than 1,100 homes have been destroyed in the worst wildfires.
We need help. We need support to help these people.
When disaster strikes, emergency response teams need to act fast and stay coordinated. That's where the Monday.com emergency response team comes in. We're part of the Monday.com Foundation, working side by side with those responding on the ground, where help is needed most. We support NGOs, community initiatives, and disaster response agencies with digital tools that help them assess needs, coordinate operations, and deliver aid faster. With pro bono hands-on support, we help emergency responders turn Monday.com into their own coordination hub, fast, flexible, and built for their needs. Aid organizations around the world are using Monday.com to manage the distribution of aid, assess needs on the ground, coordinate search and rescue, track food donations, run shelters, organize volunteers, and respond to needs and requests from people in real time. From wildfires in Brazil and Chile, hurricanes battering the US and the Philippines, to powerful earthquakes in Morocco and Myanmar, and severe floods across India, Uganda, and Australia. We've supported over 100 organizations in more than 50 emergencies, helping them scale their impact when it matters most. We believe in turning chaos into coordination. If you're responding to emergencies, we're here to help.
All right, great. So any questions? I'm joking. So I'll just say I'm Dana. I do lead the emergency response team for the past 3.5 years. And I think you kind of got the hang a little bit of what we do, essentially we bring technology into disaster zones, and we help disaster response organizations and aid organizations and governmental agencies all over the world in whatever they need, specifically around digital tools and management. And we've been to over 30 countries and over 50 disasters, and we helped honestly hundreds of organizations, including here in Israel. And our internship roles are, first of all, very flexible. I have to say that we are looking for people that are great people that are smart, people that are curious and interested, and want to learn and want to do good in the world, and are also kind of excited about the concept of bringing technology to the humanitarian space. And interns, you know, throughout the past have done things all the way from mapping different countries, and understanding what's the ecosystem of the disaster response space in those specific countries, to finding us local ambassadors and partnering with them and local consultants. We have a big push towards localization of our approach now, with actually hiring local people in different countries. Various interns have also mapped different disasters. And once there are disasters, you know, they started the activation process with us, meaning they reach out to organizations or they map the different organizations. They wrote case studies. So they would interview different organizations we worked with and created case studies based on those interviews, so other organizations can benefit from it and actually understand what they can gain. They've done social media campaigns to reach out to more aid organizations. And the list kind of goes on and on. So if it's something that you're interested in doing and you'd like to join, do reach out, and let us know specifically what your preference is. Things that we do not do, and I think this is something that's really meaningful to say. We do fly to disaster zones constantly, but we're not able to take on interns with us. So that's something that I do want to clarify in advance, just to make sure there's no confusion. The internship is based, you know, on your schedule, where we love when you come to the office, but if you prefer to also have a hybrid approach, work remotely, that's completely okay. Just, you know, we're kind of a funky animal at the Monday Foundation because we are a part of Monday.com, which means we sit at their offices, which are really nice. You know, and you get the breakfast and you have a bunch of restaurants at lunch and all those good stuff. The people are really, really nice. The facilities are great. You're more than welcome to use them. But that's really not the essence of the internship. The essence is really to make impact and help aid organization and learn for yourself if this is something that interests you and if you're interested in, you know, in kind of bringing technology to the sector. So if you have, of course, any questions, feel free to reach out to Bruria and she'll pass it on to us. And that's it.
Thank you very, very much, Dana. And I think you're already starting to see the diversity that you're actually able to experience through the internships. I'd like to now go to the next organization, which is HIAS. And Tamar is with us. Tamar, would you like to now take the screen?
Yeah, of course. Hey, everyone, thank you for inviting us. We have a great experience with this program and the internships that we had.
Tamar, we can't hear you very well. Can you raise maybe the audio?
Perfect. Now, can you hear me better?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I just said that we had a great experience in the past with this program. So I'm happy that we have the chance to speak with you again. So HIAS is an international NGO. Our HQ is in the US. The four main pillars that HIAS is working at is the GPV, economic inclusion and legal protection, and social support. We are supporting and helping refugees and asylum seekers. We are working HIAS in general in Latin America, in the US, in Africa, and in Europe. In Israel, we play a critical role in helping refugees secure legal status, and we give legal support also through working with the private sector to provide pro bono. The legal status is actually the first step toward regaining control and stability to the refugee and asylum seekers' life. And most of the asylum seekers and refugees in Israel are from Sudan, Eritrea, and Ukraine. And we also assist refugees with access to social rights and services. We have a social worker that helped work in the office, also facilitate resettlement and work closely with trying to gain also an economic inclusion program. So this is Hayas Israel in general. I will talk a bit more now about the internship. The internship and the days and the hours will be flexible. Our office is in Tel Aviv. Of course, that everyone that would like to come, we will be happy, but it's mostly from remote. We'll have some meetings in the office that will require the interns to come. And also, as I will explain later, part of the responsibilities will be to come to interviews with asylum seekers in the Ministry of Interior. So I think that something is important to say that the internship may include these following activities, but it will be depend of the program needs and the policy that might be changed, and also according to that, also our needs. So we have, first of all, the coming with asylum seekers to the RSD, which is the refugee status determination interviews, which is a really important part in the asylum seekers application. This would require preparation with our legal team, and it might take several hours to be part of the interview. During the interview, the student will write down the protocol and maybe ask to help prepare a written argument following the interview. Also, we would like the intern to be helping us with research and support the development of new program, including alternative pathway and resettlement, economic mobility, and economic inclusion programs. And also conduct research to support cases represented by HIAS, legal cases. This can include research about situation of the country of origin, as well as comparative research of other asylum seekers. We also working on advocacy for fair asylum system. So this also could be something that the intern will do research for. So the skills and requirement are to work independently. Of course, there is always our support and the information that we need to give, and someone that will be in charge of all for the internships. And also something that's very important for us is fluent in English and in Hebrew, because a lot of the information is written in Hebrew, and this is something that is important for us. Thank you so
very,
much.
very much, Tamar.
Of course.
Thank you. Nurit, is Mirit with us?
I'm just checking 1 sec.
Okay, and if you'd like, we'll start the introduction of the students and the information concerning the internship, and then Mirit can join if she's not here as yet.
She's in the waiting room. Can you let her in, please?
Yes, of course. I don't see anyone here. There she is. Let's see if she's joined. Mirit, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for coming.
Sorry for
No.
my delay. Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Right on time. So good afternoon, everyone, and a pleasure to be here and to meet you. My name is Mirit Franco. I'm the Executive Director of Sunrise Israel. Sunrise Israel is a part of the Sunrise Association. And I would actually like to start. Sorry, my boy is here, so I'm just going to ask him.
It's fine.
I would actually like to start with a short video presenting Sunrise Israel, and I'll go from there.
דברי עכשיו ילדה, אני שומעת כל
אביטל ילדה שמחה מקסימה, היא באמצע, מחברת את הגדולה והקטנה ביחד. גילינו את המחלה במקרה, אלוהים כנראה הביא אותה לנדנדה, להתנדנד, קיבלה מכה בבטן ובערב איבדה הכרה. ואז הזמנו אמבולנס, הגענו לבית חולים, ואחרי CT ידענו יש לה מחלה בכליה. כל העולם התהפך.
שפתיים יחפות, דברו עיניים.
כשיש במשפחה ילד חולה סרטן, לרוב נלווה לכך קושי כלכלי. בדרך כלל אחד מההורים נאלץ לעזוב את עבודתו ולהישאר עם הילד בתקופת הטיפולים.
חבקי את כל פחדיי בשתי ידייך, חבקי דובים גדולים מתוך שנתך. עולם חדש וטוב אני אתן לך.
והרעיון שלנו לייצר מקום שמאפשר לילדים להיות פשוט ילדים, גם בתקופה של המחלה וגם כשיש את ההתמודדות של כל המשפחה, לתת גם להורים וגם לילדים מקום שנותן להם הפוגה מזה. זה נשמע פשוט, אבל עבור אותם ילדים זה לא דבר שמובן מאליו. כי ילדים חולי סרטן לא יכולים ללכת לפעילויות רגילות, נמנעת מהם האפשרות ללכת לקייטנה, והרבה פעמים גם אין להם פעילות משותפת עם האחים שלהם, האחים הבריאים.
כמה חשוב לראות פתאום חצי ירח, קורץ צהוב צהוב.
הם חזרו מהקייטנה במצב רוח מורם, שמחות, צוחקות. ילדה שלי שלא היה לה כוח לחזור הביתה, אפילו לדבר משהו, לפתוח איזשהו ספר, להיפגש עם חברים, יום שלם פשוט הייתה בפעילות, בישולים, בריחה, ספורט, כל מיני דברים שלא חשבתי בכלל שיכולה לעשות את זה.
עולם חדש וטוב אני אתן.
הילדים במקום הנפלא הזה. אז המשפחה בבית, האמא, האבא, יכולים לנשום. זה נותן להם ממש חופש בנשמה.
כמה חשוב לראות פתאום חצי ירח, קורץ צהוב צהוב מתוך האפלה.
הכי כיף לי באומנות. אנחנו שרים וגם רוקדים, ואנחנו החיות תאומות. שתי ילדות בתוך בטן אחת. וכל הזמן שאנחנו נפגשים פה ביחד, אז אנחנו מנשקים ומתחבקים. להיות ביחד. יש פה קייטנה, סנו המשפחה, כולה קטנה.
So that was a glimpse at Sunrise Day Camps. And at Booyah, actually, we had the honor of Booyah visiting our camps literally a month ago when our summer day camps were running. So first of all, this film actually exists with English subtitles. I apologize that I didn't present that one, and I will make sure to send it to Booyah so she can send it to you. I've been the executive director of Sunrise Israel for the past almost 5 years now. I've worked in the social and community field for all my life, all my professional life, and Sunrise is really a very, very special place. As you saw in the movie, our target audience are children battling cancer. Every year, just in Israel, there's between 450 to 500 newly diagnosed children and youth with various types of cancer. And the coping mechanism of children is very different from the one that adults have. On the bright side, their body heals very easily and quickly, and they have a natural energy and desire for life, which helps them. On the more challenging side, they are completely dependent on their immediate environment, immediate circles, their families, their friends, and their teacher or youth counselor, etc., etc. And when a child is diagnosed with cancer, it automatically cuts him off from all the circles that I've just mentioned, starting from his siblings, and go and next to and then going on to his obviously school friends and his youth movement, or just any type of activity that a child has in his regular routine. And so Sunrise was established to answer that kind of black hole that is created. It doesn't, it doesn't deal with surgeries or, hair donations or taking the children, fulfilling their dreams and taking them to Disneyland. It actually offers the basics that they are denied of. And those basics are actually even more critical than any other, extraordinary experience, because it's the routine that builds their emotional resilience, and it's their emotional resilience that enables them to improve their physical resilience, which is what they need in order to recover. Does any one of you have any estimation as to the percentage of recovery in children with cancer? You're welcome to open your microphones and suggest a number. I hope it's okay. Actually over 85%. Okay, that's a very high percentage. And so we have something, they have something to look forward to, and we have something to work towards. So that's what Sunrise does. The way we do it is the day camps that you've just seen. So they happen every summer. In the past, we had them every spring as well. And they happen all across Israel. And our other program, which runs throughout the year, is our in-hospital program, which happens within the oncology wards. And we have that running at the moment in 3 hospitals, in 3 oncology departments from the 7 that exist in Israel. And they are volunteers based. So we have volunteers coming in 2 to 3 times every week in each of the hospitals. And of course, when we register the kids to camp, the families to camp, then we work with all the 7 oncology wards. We are a small organization, relatively small organization. If you look at the all the organizations that support children with cancer in Israel, but we are very professional. We've been doing what we're doing for 16 years now, and we focus specifically on what I described, because there are other organizations doing other things, and so we have a headquarter of sorry, just counting, of 5 employees, including myself. And then we have another 3 employees that are field employees. They work in the hospitals. And of course, when we have the camps, then we hire a lot of other staff. And just, and okay. And so since we are a small staff, every help that we can get, for example, internship students, is really crucial for us. It really, like, one more person can enable us to do so much more. And that's why we're very, very happy to be part of this program. And we feel privileged to be part of this program, because we know how high quality the students are. And in terms of our needs, and I'll just wrap it up with that, you have it all in the booklet, but I'll just say that the students will be involved both in the educational field of Sunrise Israel and both in the resource development field of Sunrise Israel. I can't, אני לא יכולה ככה, sorry. בבקשה, תן לי 5 דקות, זה לא ממש. I'm so sorry, first week of school. So in terms of the educational field, it will be whatever we require to do, you know, in whether it's in Hebrew or in English, in terms of our relationship with our umbrella organization, Sunrise Association, social media, letting, you know, people know about us and our story. And in the fundraising field, it could be online research, it could be supporting different projects, whether it's events or campaigns, online campaigns. So it's very diverse. There's a lot of room for initiative, and we're flexible that way. And well, I won't be objective to say that we're a great team, and I think that we can offer a very valuable experience with a lot of meaning to it. So I will wrap up with that, and I will put on mute so you won't hear my boy looking for the remote control.
It's perfectly fine. We completely understand. And thank you, Nurit, that you were with us despite the constraints, both Nurit and you, Mirit. So thank you very much for all the representative. I see that also Tamar is still with us. So thank you for being here. And now, before we continue to answer any of your questions and also share with you some of the requirements of the internships themselves, I would like to take now the opportunity for each one of you to introduce himself or herself briefly. We'll just, I'll say the name according to your order on my screen, and if you can just, each one of you, so we know who is here with us, just introduce yourself, where you come from, and any information that you'd like to very quickly share with us. So, Sonia.
Hi, I'm Sonja. I'm from Germany, currently an engineer, and yeah, I will be happy to join one of the internships and learn something new from engineering life. So it will be what they offered, completely different tasks, and I will be glad to join and learn.
Thank you very much, Sonia. I would like to say that there are additional organizations that are open. One of them, for example, is Engineer Without Borders. So when you look at the booklet, you'll be able to see all the variety. Revital.
Hey, my name is Revital Bergstein. I'm from Israel. I'm with a lot of experience from organizations. I've been for 29 years in Bank Hapoalim in several roles, both technology. I led technology projects, human resources, change management, risk management. So I really hope to gain more qualifications and more skills, and to, you know, and to help with my experience and to learn a lot with this internship. It sounds really exciting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Revital. Gishe. Gishe, can you hear us, or are you frozen? On my screen, you're frozen, so we'll go to Gali.
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm Gali from Tel Aviv. I'm a VP marketing in the tourism field, but since the October 7, as an intelligence officer, I decided to quit my job, and I re-enlisted in the reserve for the casualty unit in the army. And I'm looking for something to fill my heart and my head. And I think this is the best opportunity for me to, I don't know, to reach my goals and to be in the right places. Nice to meet you, everyone, and good luck.
Thank you very much, Gali. Gishe, I think now you're not frozen on the screen.
Hi, hello, I'm Gishe. I'm from Germany. I am an artist and body practitioner, and I've been volunteering now for a long time with the Therapists for Soldiers in Israel to prepare the soldiers and recover the soldiers. Yeah. So, and I'm looking very much forward to the program to learn a lot and to bring to continue my life path.
Thank you very much, Gisha. Frederick.
Hi, my name is Frederick Mwakitwangi. I'm from Tanzania, currently working at the Embassy of United Republic of Tanzania here in Israel. There is a Minister Council and a Financial Chair. I'm looking forward to join the team and learn a lot from the program, as I can hear from all this organization. And I believe I have a lot of things to learn from Israel's side. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Sari.
Hi, I'm Sari from Israel. I'm a head nurse at the oncology day care units, and I've been working for several years. And in my role, I am responsible for a lot of emergency situation and a lot of stuff. And I would like to. I have the passion to help others, and I like to be in some interesting organization and to help for my skills and volunteers. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Eden.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hello, I'm Eden. I am also from Israel. I work in the National Organization for Victims of Terror in Tel Aviv. And yeah, I want to work in humanitarian aid. I like what I do now. I'd like to go even like into bigger organizations and have like a bigger effect. So happy to be here.
Thank you very much, Eden. Omer.
Hi, I'm Omer. I'm also from Tel Aviv, and I currently work with animals at nonprofits, and I want to switch from helping animals to helping humans.
Thank you very much. That's, now we are talking about One Health of the environment, the animals, and humanity all connected. Valerie? Valerie, I can see that you unmuted yourself, but we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hi, so I was saying my name is Valerie. I was originally born in Haiti. Right now I'm working as a consumer researcher, so this is going to be a very different field for me. But my reason for pursuing this is due to my background of being a humanitarian refugee from Haiti. And I wanted to learn and understand the things that are affecting my country with the hope that I can bring whatever I learned from this program back home. Looking forward to learn from whatever internship I end up going with, and happy to meet you all.
Thank you very much, Valerie. We're looking forward to meet you. Teresia.
Thank you. My name is Teresia Ndongo from Kenya. I work in an online college as a product development analyst, and I'm also a data scientist in training. Right now, I want to work in an organization that can incorporate data science and disaster management, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys and learning from you.
Thank you very much, Teresia. It's mutual. We look forward to meet you. Varun.
Hi, good evening. I'm Varun Salvi. I'm from India. I've just finished my postgraduate diploma in public policy from Queen's University, Belfast. And I've been doing a bit of research with the think tank in India related to water resource management, along with some electrification work in rural India. So I'm really excited to be part of one of the internships which we discussed. Yeah, I hope it all works out.
Thank you very much. Kalista?
Hi guys, I'm Callista. I am originally from Chicago and I am a pediatric nurse. And I'm really excited to be here and I'm happy to meet all of you guys.
So are we. Thank you very much. And last but not least, Lena?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, my name is Lena. Just a minute, sorry. Hi, my name is Lena. I'm oncology nurse from Shiba Hospital. I have been working for many years with all kind of people, also refugees, and I want to learn to have some skills to help them, and also I'm a part of a rescue team of the hospital, of the Shiba Hospital, and I want to get more skills to, to know what to do if we have another situation like we had already.
Thank you very, very much, Lena. Did I skip anyone? No. Okay. So I would like to actually allow all of you to ask questions, but just before that, I want very, very shortly to share some of the information that is important. We've heard from the different organizations, and you saw that the different possibilities, and as I've said, these are not all the possibilities. There are additional ones which you can read about, of course, in our booklet. But one of the things that seem to be, at least from what I got from some of the organization, is that there's a lot of flexity and a lot of capacity to work towards the needs and the expectation of the students. And of course, that is the case. But I want to stress that what we're doing in the internships is a course. It's part of the elective courses. And when you choose it, it means that there are also commitments. It's not just about flexibility. The expectation is to have, in the first 2 semesters, the first and the second semesters, to invest 8 hours per week in the internship. It can be in the organization, it could be from remote. You saw the flexibility concerning that. But the hours are important and they are reported both by the students and approved by the supervisors from the organizations. Each organization has a mentor that monitors and supervises each intern in order to make sure that you are actually both helping the organizations, you're part of the workforce, but also to make sure that you yourself are enriched and not just come to provide some hold that they would need, but actually get a lot of information, a lot of competencies from the internship. So it's a joint commitment. It's a commitment of the university, it's a commitment of the interns, and it's the commitments of the different organizations. And it allocates 4 academic credits to each one that successfully does the internships. Now, in order to promote this and to actually make it happen, after this orientation meeting, we asked you that you go into the website, you try to think what are your priorities, and each one will submit to Carmela and myself 3 priorities ranked according to your interest and your aspiration to intern in which organizations. In the next month, up to the middle of October, there will be interviews by the organization to each student that wants to intern in the specific organization. It's not an automatic acceptance, okay? It has to be a win-win, both for the student and the organizations, and this is why there's an interview by the representative of the organizations. And the goal is that you start the internships in the first week of the academic year, which, as was already stated, it's the week that starts in October 26th. So both Carmela and myself would like to wish all of you to have a very interesting and a very fruitful and valuable internships. And we truly believe that this is a great experience. It is a commitment, but it has a lot of benefits that is connected to it. And as I think Dana for Monday said, not a few of our students that interned in the place of different internships at the end of the academic program actually started to work in those organizations. So now I'd like to open this
Sorry.
Meeting for questions.
Could you approve me from the waiting room, because I'm going to have to leave this computer?
Yes.
Thank you.
Let me see. Right now, I don't see anyone in the waiting room. Right here. Great. Okay. Just before I open it for questions, Carmela, is there anything that you would like to add or say or address the students? As I've said, Carmela is going to be the program coordinator, and she will work very closely with all of you.
Hi. So I can just say that I had this experience not with the internship, but did the program because I attended this program, the Master in Disaster Management last year. I'm 52, and for me it was an amazing experience throughout my age. And I'm sure that you will enjoy this program, that you will learn a lot. And we are available always for you if you have any questions, any doubts, or you can always reach out and ask for help, of course, and advice also. Okay? We are available.
Wonderful. Thank you, Carmela. And now the floor is open for any one of you that would like to ask any questions. There's the first question that I see in the chat. Where can you find the booklet? It will be uploaded by the end of this week to the program's website, and you can just find it under the Emergency and Disaster Management Department in the specific place that talks about internships, and there you will be able to read about each of the organizations. Any other questions?
There is enough internships for everyone?
Yes. Yes. There are, it's not that only one student can be interning in a specific organizations. You heard, I think, Tanya, that one of the years, 11 interns from the program interned in Israel. So there's not a problem of places to be accepted to the internship. What is important for each organization is to see the commitment and the ability to understand what the student is looking for and what their organization is looking for. And it has to be a good match for it to be a win-win situation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? No. Okay. Then what I'd like to say is that the week before the school year starts, we're going to have another orientation session in which, and that will be not through Zoom, but actually on campus. It's an orientation because we want you to start the internships in the first weeks of the program. And this is why we're actually starting the process these days in order to allow you to think where you'd like to intern and have the time to make the interviews and have you start as immediately when we start. So in the orientation session, which we will have on campus on October 22nd, we will actually talk about the varied expectation and what it means to be an intern and what you need to look for and understand both the challenges, some of the dilemmas, so on, so that you come, the best prepared way that you can in order to make the most of the internships. And we truly believe, and have seen this happening again and again, that this actually equips our students with both the theoretical knowledge and the practical competency, which make our alumni very, very attractive to the varied employers and having the capacity to actually make an impact in the fields of disaster management and humanitarian action. So thank you very much for being with us here today. Thank you very much, Carmela, for setting everything up and coordinating from what we've done up to now and what is going to be from here on. And I wish all of you a very successful academic year, and I look forward to meeting you personally on campus.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.